Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 2 for the Elite Racing Association. I am so excited. I am your host, Private Patton, for this race. It is a brand new season for these guys here, and of course, we are at Daytona to start things off. Now, you may see some new faces and some returning faces. So let's kind of go through the running order right now. So going into this, you can see that there are a couple returning. Like Kalen, he won the Season 1 championship just this past, September at this point. He is going to be lining up in P4. Meanwhile, you have Cyber, who's going to be making a full-time entry here in P3. You also have US Trek in here, but a couple new faces. Here is Heavy Duty. He is labeled as Heavy Defrost here. You also have TLP, and you also have the you also have Pugzilla, Rambo, Dakota's returning. Mike Pro Hit the Pace Car is returning. AJ H Goofer right here. Worst Cod's returning. Gamer Nerd. Brian SP is returning. Mr. Excitement's returning. Pro Trump Train's returning. Selling Dreams and Baseball Kid, and then not myself, but Loho is also returning. So new faces here in this series, and I'm so excited to see what these guys can do in this series. Now, to kind of give you a rundown on how this season works, we run on 25% distance with 2 times wear with stages and relaxed yellow. So it's going to be a 50 lapper. Now, usually most leagues run 50%. This is going to be a very, very quick race for some of these guys. So that means you gotta go. There's almost little to no time for these races to kind of just mellow on out. You have to get those stage points, get that win, because a win and you're into the playoffs here in Elite Racing Association. Now, to kind of go through the schedule, just real quick before we kind of turn on out for the race, we have Daytona. Then next week we're going to Homestead, and then the week after Atlanta. We have a lot of different tracks going into and starting these races. Now, we're going to see, I am assuming 3 different winners, and I can only assume that one of these new guys is going to get out and win tonight's race. But with 18 drivers here in this field, there's going to be a lot of what ifs. Lag could play a huge factor here, but it is 9:15. We are good to go. I am excited to see what these drivers can do, especially going all the way down until April 4th, which is going to end the regular season in Martinsville. Winning you're in, guys. I get those playoff points is definitely what I would do. And now, of course, I think as much as I'm talking about the aggression factor, you also have to really time your runs correctly. Starting on pole is going to be Baseball Kid. He has won this race in other leagues. Now, I am wondering what he can do here from pole. He already has a position. Theoretically, all he needs to do is just not leave it, not give it up. We will see what they are doing. What we are about to find out here as we go live. So as we load on in here, of course, like I said, if you don't know my voice, I am Private Patton. Pleasure to meet you all. We are here for the season opener. It's going to be this first turn is going to really dictate how the race is going to go. I call them Swerve and Irvins. Essentially, the people that kind of hit the bottom, as well as the hit each other, kind of swaying back and forth. We're gonna see how this is gonna go. Nathan, joining chat. How are you doing tonight, boss? Rooting on Dakota. We had one driver maybe already back on out. No, I don't think so. But we are green here for Elite Racing Association. Baseball Kid's gonna lead us off, and then TLP and P2. So you can see right here, we're gonna go on board with this. I did this already. Oh, people already kind of getting real low right there, and you can real see the Swerve and Irvins. There they are. Now, of course, that top side has no momentum. They have to hold steady and a little bit of contact in the back of the pack. We're going to go on board with Loho, who has this onboard shot right here. Ooh, a little bit of lag from the 2 right there. That is what I was talking about. That lag could make or break you, as the 11 got absolutely sandwiched, and the 9 gets put into the wall right there. Oh my goodness me. But these guys are starting to figure it out. Loho gets into the side, and that is... Ooh, they held on to it, though. But you can see that this front pack has really figured themselves out. Baseball Kid leading into a... what is that, a 7-car pack right now? Let's actually see... Ooh, TLP dropped all the way back to P10 from the front row of the grid. That is not what you want, especially in the this such a short stage. Honestly, it's only going to be about 15 laps for this stage, and they don't have to worry about pitting or anything like that during green flag pit stops or anything like that. There's really no strategy. It's all just a matter of just going. But still, 50 laps is going to be a big thing. Now, of course, with stage points being awarded at the end of the stage, if that second pack can actually line on up here, I think they can actually probably catch these guys. Let's actually kind of go on board with that second pack, or I guess try to say the third pack right here. There's Mike Sr., Pro Hit Pace Car, if you don't know that that name. He has been with ERA since season 0, so this is his 3rd season with the league. And making the playoffs last year was definitely a big accomplishment. But here in such a competitive refresher here, we had in last season, we had out of the 12 playoff drivers, only 10 of them were technically full-time. So definitely looking to... Ooh, I don't think I would have done that technically because that leads to more choke-ups than anything. I just would have gone around him. I get that he is trying to help out the 88 right here, but I definitely would have gone around him because that caused a huge choke-up in the back of the pack. But yeah, definitely in this competitive refresher for the league here, having 12 drivers is going to really show that, hey, I deserve to be here. The 22 of Dakota here, as we are seeing in this front pack here, is now in P3, actually swapping himself with the other red and white car in the 10. That is heavy duty there in P6. So these those two actually kind of swap positions, but the 18 kind of holding steady, and as well as the 3 as well. Here is the leader of that second pack. That is Goose, US Track Enterprise. But Pugzilla in the 48 is in P4 right now. I'm actually trying to find who all got out of that lead pack. Here's Mr. Excitement. Looks like it's the 9 of Worstcott and the 11 of Pro Trump Train. Oh, that is unfortunate for them. But looks like the second pack is going to have some help in the form of that third pack, who will be closing in on them at a rate of knots. Now, what these guys got to do is there's going to be more firepower in this second lane, or in this second pack here, when they get formed up. So the more they get lined up and the quicker they go, they may be actually catch that front pack, because it looks like they are actually starting a battle right now. Let's actually go back on board with that front pack. Oh, I may have just saw a little bit of getting out of line. But them being spread out like that, the final 2 cars, they're in that number 3 and number 10. That is actually going to dwindle their momentum very quickly. But here's TLP right here. Like I said, here in P10 out of this front pack. Ooh, that's... Wait, looks like the 10 may have hit the wall, and he may be out of this lead pack. Oh, no! That was a solid P5 right there. May have just gone out the window in this stage. But still a lot of racing left. Thank God this is with stages and now without. I know a lot of these drivers are definitely going to be looking to get their setups in, as well as get a refresh to see who all can make up some more points. But I'm waiting for that second pack to get formed up, because it looks like there was some kind of mishap, and that third pack dissolved quick, fast, and in a hurry. Looks like the 53 actually, and the 51 actually kind of bounced off the glitch there in turn 3. Looks like the 53 will have a very solid run here. Will he go and get in line with the 21, or will he try to go around? I don't think he's not aiming for it. He's gonna try, and nope, he's gonna line on again. The forgiving nature of the 53. I don't think I would have done that, honestly. But to each their own there. So it looks like these guys will actually catch Heavy Duty here. Now that's unfortunate from Heavy Duty. Oh, the 21 bounces off the apron, and that's a very heads-up move from the 53. But at the cost of him losing positions, he's going to lose the spot to the 32 as well as the 51. A little bit of contact being made right there. I don't think the 21 wanted that to happen, and the 32 now is going to get on. Is going to try to get behind the 21, but the 21 kind of gave up that spot and will now get a very hefty run onto that 95 that's directly in front of him. Now the 21 is going to block low. The 53 actually going to run with him right there, and bada bing, bada boom, there you go. Back on board with this front pack here. No one is really making a move. Everyone's pretty stout right now. Everyone in this top 5 or top 6 is trying to just, I mean, honestly, just kind of run down the stages, the stage laps, I should say. And there won't really be any moves made until like the final lap or two, and we'll be able to tell when that's going to happen here very quickly, actually, because if I'm counting my laps correct, we should be coming up on lap 10 here pretty dang soon. But either way, though, even if they don't make a move, honestly, I think I would be perfectly okay with where everyone is right now. But the drivers that probably are not okay with their position is definitely this pack right here. Spearheaded by the 4, caboosed by the 21. Looks like the 21 kind of gave up the ghost to the 53, and the 10's gonna kind of ride the top right now, trying to get on around. But there you go. I think he will try to find the next available gap to kind of slide on in, and I think that's going to be after this 51 right here. And yep, he's already aiming for it, and there he goes. So that is to P11 with the 10 right now. They're following me here. The numbers are going to be changing, but he is in P11. Looks like the 53 is going to be right there in P12. The 21's actually going to lose this draft right here. I don't quite know if there was some kind of lag or if he just wasn't in proper draft distance. But yeah, it looks like these guys are definitely going to really just kind of run down the laps right now. The two packs are honestly not really a whole much lot to talk about, honestly, because everyone's basically within a line. Looks like the 2 of Selling Dreams is kind of by himself right now. Oh, he is lagging. Oh yeah, you can just see and just hear the amount of lag that he has to deal with. So I can imagine the 00 Brian SP right behind is not looking forward to getting up to his rear bumper. But it looks like the 21 actually was dropped. Yeah, totally dropped by these guys right here. The 10 is actually in danger of losing that draft as well. I wonder if there was a move that may have gone wrong. Let's see if we can go on board with that 10. Here's the 32 of Loho. There's the leaders, the 21, who is running the top side for some reason. And there's the 10. He should still have the draft. It's going to be very close, but it looks like the top side is brewing right now. It looks like people are deciding to make their moves right now. I don't think this is the last lap. I know Baseball Kid's starting to go a little bit defensive. He's the current leader right now. But as we are just kind of clicking on down the laps, you can see that these guys are definitely getting a little antsy. 51 kind of getting out of line right there. Looks like the 95 got shuffled on out. The 12 starting to build up a little bit of a gap right there. I wonder who's going to roll with him. Looks like Dakota actually lost a spot right here. Got leapfrogs. Looks like the 22 is going to start building and run. I would only assume, unfortunately, I don't have an in-race reporter. This is 2 laps to go. The 22, no way that he can go to the lead in one corner. But yeah, moves are going to start being made. Looks like to the top side, the 22 may possibly have a run here. Now, who's going to go with him? This is most likely the final lap. Now, this is going to make or break here. Looks like it's 3 by 3. They got to hold a nice steady line, but make sure to get plenty of space. The top side is going to have the momentum going out into the backstretch. Now, these guys need to just not... need to get back in line and kind of build back up that that momentum. The 22 is going to do that exact same thing yet again. He's going to try to build up that run, and he's going to go full throttle right now. You're going to see him just accelerate. The 12 is also going to try to get as much of a stage win as possible. This is going to be the first stage of the season. Can he get there? The 12, the 22 is going to go. He's going to go 3 wide, and I have no idea. I know for sure Baseball Kid got it. Looks like the 48 may have got PA2 right there. Let's actually go on board real quick. Looks like the 4, the 95, the 32 exiting the stage right there. We have a... Stage 1 down. Stage 1 down. And because of that, we have a potential for the reshuffling of when everyone pits and gets their adjustments and all that. Maybe lose some spots, but I can only almost guarantee that we have a couple of new faces up here. That is a big thing here. Looks like Rambo in the 51 is deciding to not come down pit road, or at least take 2 tires. So I like that. I like that strategy. Oh, nope. I think he may just forgot to pit, and he will immediately dive on down. Oh my goodness, no. That's not how you want to start stage 2 in the ERA season opener at Daytona. Alright, so I am back. I just had to remind these guys to get stage results. I cannot do points without them. We have a big question mark here in the in the running order. Like I said, the 51 unfortunately did not pit. That right there, the 21, that was an aggressive move to block right there, and that resulted in the 00, and that may be our first caution of the night right there. The 00 coming back onto the track, and that will be a caution. We caught that live as it was happening. Looks like the 00 just came back on track. The 32 of Loho was there, and there we go. So, we'll have to see. The biggest winner out of that has to be Rambo. Rambo, who I wonder, looks like he just came off pit road. That's going to be wonderful news for him, that he does not have to worry about losing the draft and actually losing a lap right there. Looks like Baseball Kid will remain the leader. I don't know anyone that would pit during this little caution right here, but we're actually going to follow let's follow actually Heavy Duty right now. So he's in the back of the pack, and we're going to see definitely how aggressive these guys can be, especially on the bottom lane. Oh, a little bit of beating and banging. Like I said, I call them swerving Irvins. Beating off of the the double yellow line. I heard a little bit of contact in the back of the pack right there. But it looks like everyone's starting to just figure themselves out. It's going to be a mad dash to get to the bottom lane. That's, of course, got to be the big one. Oh, the 11. Major implications trying to get to that bottom side as quick as possible. The 10 is going to actually go into the top to try to get some ground right here. And you can actually see as we go 3 wide, the 4 is going to bounce off of the wall. And unfortunate from him, but he will definitely not have any luck here, as the 12 of Cyber is now going to be left alone on the top side, and now the 9 is going to try to make something happen. That's the 9 of Worst Cod, and he actually may be able to, yeah, look at that, he leapfrogged a couple drivers right there. Cyber, P2, I think, in that stage. Unfortunate from him, he may actually lose this lead draft. Let's go back on board with the front runners right here. Here's Dakota here in P3. Looks like Kalen found his way into P2. Baseball Kid still leads. If we gave a point to most laps led, I would have to definitely say that more than likely, Baseball Kid will have already locked this up. So, because of that, you have a little bit of a vacuum right now. That's what I like to call it here. So you have the top 9 drivers all within the front pack. All right. Oh, sorry, top 8. Excuse me. The top 8 drivers all within this front pack. Looks like the 4 may have parked it. Where is he going? Oh my goodness, the 4. Where are you going, bud? There's a truck right there. You can't get off track, right? Oh my goodness, no. I have no idea what happened. We're kind of following the 4 of US Trek as he figures out which way is where, and he is going to get back right way going. So with that, you have this lead pack actually caught back up. So what once was a 8-car pack is now down to a 12, as the 11 is going to try to go around the outside. I don't know if there's any help, and he will quickly get back in line there in right in front of the 3 of Mr. Excitement. The 3 of Mr. Excitement as well, looking to get some ground back made. He has a championship that he's going for. That's one of the things that he's going for. Well, let me rephrase that. He wants to make the playoffs first, and then, of course, get the championship. But that is going to be the biggest thing that these guys are going to be looking for. As we can see, there's a little bit of contact in the back right there. 32 gets kind of shunted out of line. But, the 94 gets all out of sorts. Now actually opened up the door for the 11, who leapfrogs another spot. Excellent job from the 11 right there. Of course, last season, the 11 was Kalen. However, this season, the 11 got taken by Trump Train. Trump Train, of course, made the Final 4, but was unable to really capitalize out of it. So right now you can see that, there's the 4 of US Trek Enterprise. He may actually be, oh yeah, that's going to put him 2 laps down if that's the case. And if we go green here the rest of the way in stage 3, that means that his race is essentially over as well. Oh my goodness! Yeah, that's going to cause a big checkup. Oh my goodness me. That 4 is going to be all out of sorts. And that choked up the entire back lane as he goes into the wall yet again. Pulling a Worst Cod right there. No offense to the actual Worst Cod, but if you guys are watching, then you know where that happens. And speaking of Worst Cod, there he goes, and they're spinning across the front stretch. No caution for that, though. Huh. Let's see who we all caught on board with that. It looks like the 48. Looks like Selling Dreams is locked out for the race. TLP was involved with that. Oh my goodness, everyone was back in the pack. Looks like the 53. Yeah, Pugzilla, unfortunate from them. But yeah, it looks like this front pack quickly quickly found themselves into 5 cars. So that's super unfortunate for the drivers that were looking for that stage win that were in the back of the pack. But definitely, you had a well, I guess a big to do right there. Actually, it looks like we're starting to go into the final laps of this stage. Maybe that's why the aggressiveness kind of ramped up. Looks like the 4 maybe backing on out. I had to kind of back on out. He was kind of riding the wall right there. So yeah, it looks like as we move into the final laps of this stage, the 8 is going to be currently the leader. Like, he's dominated this race so far. Has almost led every single lap, with a few exceptions, of course. But you can tell that this is definitely the final lap. Look at that gap. What can he do? How is he going to defend this? The 18 is going to build a run. The 12 is going to go build a run. But the 22 and the 3 back there are also going to be looking to get that run. Oh, sorry, not the 3, the 11. The 18 is going to go up top, and the 18 is going to get kind of chopped on off. The 12 is going to move on forward, but with no further way of moving forward, I think this is going to be the stage right here. And he will. Baseball Kid, 2 for 2 in the stages. Oh me, oh my. So, we're going to see how this stacks on out for Stage 3. Stage 3 will be a 20 lap. 20 lap, essentially mini race. Everyone can make it on fuel. There's no green flag pit stops that need to be happening. There are no... there is nothing that can really... really make a big thing out of this strategy. Like, I'm talking about like strategy. You can't really do a whole lot in order to advance your position. It's all about raw pace at this point. Oh, the 95 actually choosing to get a big, well, I guess a big question mark. Maybe kind of throw a wrench into that strategy plan. The 95 going and maybe taking 2 right sides only. Looks like the 32 will actually... Ooh, he is not going to be faring well on that top side. He will immediately start dropping back. Everyone just swarm the bottom. Look at that. There's only 3 cars, but the 48 goes up and the 21 gets collected. Oh my goodness, the 53 gets collected in that as well. Oh my goodness me. Super unfortunate for those guys. No caution will come out for that as well. But the 95, he gets bumped out of the way. A little bump and run short track action, and 95 will go up and out on the top side. And look at that speed difference. Oh my goodness me. There is... Oh. Looks like we will have a caution. Wonder what happened with that. Not quite sure what brought out that yellow, because I thought the incident was cleared after that. But definitely we'll have to see how this goes, because, yeah, you can see... Well, you won't be able to see, but I can tell you right now, the 95 went from... Oh my goodness me, he went from P12 at the end of Stage 2 to... Well, I guess he definitely increased his position, I'll say that. But I don't think that caution was what he wanted to see. I think the strategy was what he had in mind right here. Try to go caution-free. But now, everyone's going to be stacked back up and see what they can do now. Only 1 car out of this race. It was an 18-car field to begin this race. The only car that has dropped out is the 2 of Selling Dreams. And I'm getting word that the reason why he backed out is because of his internet. He didn't want to be a nuisance for everyone with his lag. So let's actually go on board with the back of the pack right here. Looks like the 4 was able to get back in the lead lap this time around, but they already go 3 wide. There's already a little bit of contact going on right here. The 00 gets walled right there. That is Brian SP. And everyone, like I said, I call them Swervin' Irvins. I say that the front, the 21, putting the 95, I'm sure that was not intentional right there. But the 21 definitely in the same party chat as the 95 right there. That can't really see it. But the 12 gets out of line right there. As soon as I was looking back, what just happened? Oh me, oh my. Looks like there's going to be another caution coming up here soon. Someone was in the grass right there. The 12 needs to get into a draft quick, fast, and in a hurry. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, the 12 definitely has an eye full of the 21. I'm sure he does not want to get close to that, thinking that I'm going to get wrecked if I even get close to where the 21 is. But unfortunate right now, looks like this front pack is going to be quickly thinning on out as we are moving into the onset of this race. Super unfortunate for the 12, the 48, not the 48, the 95 that got walled right there. The 00 who did not have a chance. But you can see that as we are going and kind of circling on around, everyone's kind of thinning on away from the top side right there. Ooh, oh my goodness, the 51 of Rambo. Super aggressive move right there. But it's actually, may actually work on out. The 9 actually going below the yellow line in order to make that pass right there. That was not in the cards, as I'm sure what everyone else is saying. But it looks like he's going to be on the outside, so I guess it kind of sorts on out. And the 32 kind of showing his displeasure. So right there, yeah. Everything kind of got sorted all on out right there. Oh, the 51 actually bounces off the apron and will actually get knocked on out of the way, but he will just lose a spot right there. No harm, no foul there. The 22 gets knocked out of lane. The 48 is going to try to capitalize, and he will. Just sniping a position for free right there. That's one of the things I like to see, and how these things actually kind of circle on out, is how people just kind of snipe a position or two from these guys. You have the 32, that's now in P3, clipping the back of the apron. Looks like the 48 will just lose a position right there, so the 22 essentially gains that position back. Still the leader is Baseball Kid, leading almost every single lap in the... Oh my goodness, what the heck happened there? The 11 of Trump Train, looks like the 3 of Mr. Excitement. That may be a caution because we have a car stuck on track, and that is a... No caution. 88 is stuck there on track. Oh no, that's super unfortunate. Oh, get the truck, get the fire. Oh my goodness me, he is stuck. You're gonna see the probably the best and worst camera. Oh Lord. Oh, there he goes. He got it going. Oh man, that definitely could have been a camera shot right there. But it looks like the 88 will not have the race that he wanted. He will go a lap down. As the leaders now are starting to figure themselves out. Definitely not quite sure what prompted that right there. I'm sure nothing. I mean, it's race 1 of the season. I can't imagine something like that being intentional. But yeah, definitely tempers are starting to flare a little bit. You can actually see that these guys are starting to really get their mojo going. They're trying to move and groove there. They're trying to set themselves up for the final push of this race. Looks like Kalen is trying to set himself up right here, but it looks like the 48, the 10, as well as the 32 will actually try to get a run going on here. They'll go to the outside. I think it's a little bit too late for that. Not enough momentum rolling, and they will have to just kind of get back on down right there. So, no cautions for that, though. I can't. That's the biggest thing I can't imagine is no cautions for any of that. But out of all of this, you can see that the drivers back here are just really just starting to just try to get as many positions as they can. Everyone's having their own frustrations for sure. Not the races they wanted to start out the season with, but I guess the best way to look at it is that this is only the first race. I'll be right back. This is only the first race of the season. Plenty more racing to go. We have a lot of racing that can still happen, especially towards the rest of this pack. You can see right there, the 4, the 53, and the 95, they're all racing for position right there. Meanwhile, the 48's trying to get something rolling here, but it's right now currently 3v2 because that 10 is not close enough right now. So the 48 is trying to make something happen, but what can he do? The 32, I think, oh, nope, he got down a little bit too late right there, and he will actually just lose a position just for that right there. Looks like the 11 of Trump Train will actually back on out of this race. He is another DNF. Worscott is by himself. The 95 is going to be, looks like collecting the 21 right there. So 2 cars out of this race. We're down to 16. The 00 also trying to make something happen. The 51 and the 3 working together. The 88's by himself. But yeah, this lead pack right here, something is definitely brewing. You can see the little gaps being formed. People are trying to time their runs, but I think it's going to be a hard task to get on past this 8 of Baseball Kid. He has been putting on a clinic so far. And the 32, I'm not sure what he was doing right there, kind of going below the apron just for shots and goggles. But yeah, he is definitely looking to get a run here and try to hold everyone at bay, and actually this may do it right here. The 32 is going to go for it, but the 48 is not going to cooperate. The 48 says, you know what, I want to go for the position. Oh my goodness me, we're 3 wide here. 4, I'm assuming this is the final lap of the race, but that 48 will have the better line, and he will actually have the momentum going forward. Look at that. The run has been made. Going to the line, the 48 is going to try to go on past, but there's nothing to be happening here. The 32 trying with all his might to get something brewing, but no one apart from the 10 wants to go with him. It's right now the top side's 2, the bottom side's 4. There is just nowhere that the 32 and the 10 can go. Oh my, oh me, oh my. What can happen? The 18's starting to go right here. It looks like a block by the 8, as he's entitled to do. But yeah, that top side's definitely not rolling with full pistons right there. The 48, ooh, a little bit of contact being made right there. The 32 is going to have another run. The 48, because of that, will actually lose a little bit of momentum. Thankfully, it's not a crazy amount, but the 8 gets knocked out of line. I missed that. Was that the checkered? Oh my goodness me, no, did I miss that? Was that the checkered? I think it was, because everyone's still racing right now. Oh my goodness me, I don't even know who finished where. That I want to say it was the 8, the 18, and the 22. But I could be mistaken. Oh, the 18 already backed on out. Uh, but I have to confirm that. All right. So as we wait for these guys in here, I wish I had interviews because I oh thank God we had the 95 coming clutch right there. So that was stage one, baseball kid, Pugzilla. Oh, nice. Cyber finished P3 that stage. Um, but I'm assuming as we are starting to get our top in here, baseball kid, can you could just confirm that the final result was you, Kalen, and then Dakota?
Yes, it was.
Gotcha. All right, that's one of the things that I never got. I never got picked, so I'm finally starting to get them now. So thank God for the gamer nerd coming in clutch. So yeah, with that we have a couple brand new faces in here. Some returning, some not. As we're not quite all full yet. We still are missing Dakota, but he will be joining us here soon. But we can still start our interviews right now. So first of all, let's just say excellent first race to start off the season. Unfortunately, I know that there were some that their races did not go the way they wanted it to. However, for you three, well, you two right now, it went exactly the way it was supposed to. So, Caitlin, we're going to start with you. You finished P2. I saw you try to make the move with one to go. I just went past your paint scheme. With one to go, it wasn't quite there. The momentum was not quite on your side. How are you going to get around Baseball Kid?
Um, it was kind of a balance of taking, make sure I have second and not going further back and just being happy with that and kind of letting that go. Happy for him. I kind of dedicated my run just to stay behind him and I wasn't going to push it too hard. There at the last part, I had a little bit, but it was kind of questionable whether or not I was or he was clear, so it still worked out.
Well, there you have a. I mean, I think the word in the garage says enough that you're definitely the one to beat this season. You had well, a near perfect season last season. Shoot, it just feels so long ago with us. By the way, yeah, we're still on Heat 5 for anyone watching. We're still on Heat 5. That's because Ignition has its own set of problems. But With all the near perfect season that you put on last season, you're definitely the one to watch. But uh, heading into this season in race one, you already have P2 and plenty of stage points to start off your season. Is going for another title in the cards? I can only assume, but it looks like you're going to have some stiff competition this season.
Yeah, we'll see where the points go. I'll just race every race, and at the end of the season, whatever happens, happens.
And that's going to be the biggest thing that we can only hope for. Of course, that's the beauty of stage racing as well. You can only um, what's it called? You can only go so far and so hard. But if it's just not in the tank, it's not in the tank. So I mean, see where the cards lie. I like that. All right, excellent run there, P2.
Thank you.
So we are actually getting word that Dakota is actually out of town right now. So he literally brought his PlayStation in order to race. So kudos to that. At the same time, he does not have a mic, so he will not be joining our interview. So unfortunately, we're going to be a man down here. So I guess we're just going to go straight to Baseball Kid. Baseball Kid, uh, word on the street is the Formula One race did not go the way that you wanted it to. However, the NASCAR race did. Tale of two different racing doctrines here in NASCAR. You put on a clinic. If we gave points for leading the most laps, I know for a fact you had that on lock.
Yeah, I'm very thankful this race went better than the F1 race because I was just dumb on my part for the F1 race. But it feels really good to get the first one of the season and just carry it on to the next few races and try to go for that championship.
Well, of course, you, speaking of the championship, you already win and you're in. You locked yourself into the playoffs, which don't start until April. So get it in while you can. So now you just have to build up those playoff points and to help advance yourself through the rounds. But next week is going to be Homestead. I know you and your Von Poon teammates are actually rather good at Homestead. Anything that we should be on the lookout for? Are you going to go for two for two?
I don't know about Homestead. It's not one of my better tracks, but if I can get out there with the top three and good stage points, then I would take that for the weekend.
Well, of course, that is a question that can only be answered next Thursday. Of course, that is. Um, I guess we're just going to be remaining in the Florida Isle for this little bit. Go and afterwards, we're going to move upwards into Georgia for race three of the season. I know last time we were there, the guy in P2, I do believe, won both races. So. We'll have to see who can come on top between you two there. But of course, you can't forget anyone that unfortunately did not have a good finish, like Cyber. The 48 was up there, Pugzilla. We also had a US Truck Enterprise that had a bad race. So anyone can get there. But Baseball Kid, congrats on you for punching your ticket early on, getting that out of the way. Hopefully, we can see you in Victory Lane again before the regular season comes to a close.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you. Good race, Kalen.
Yeah,
For
good race, baseball kid.
For sure, you too. So with that, we're going to close on out for the night. It has been a pleasure to bring the ERA back into the mainstream yet again after a very lengthy off season. So hopefully you guys watching enjoyed, and we will catch you guys next week for Homestead. It's going to be a 74 lapper, I do believe. If I counted my cards, it's either 74 or 73. At Homestead. So we're about to see how that flies here. Maybe we can have two different winners, or maybe Baseball Kid will go two for two. Who knows? We can only find out then. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.